Hello there, Mark here. Welcome to Recent Vinyl Finds number 91. We'll start out with some jazz titles. I picked all of these up from the OJC Honey Hole. Start with André Previn and his pals. Modern jazz performances of songs from Gigi. This was recorded in 1958 with Red Mitchell on bass and, of course, Shelly Manne on drums. André was a phenomenal classically trained pianist. He would go on to win several awards for his compositions, for his scoring, and he spent probably the better part of 3 decades as a conductor, conducting several very well-respected Philharmonic orchestras. And this album does not disappoint. The standout is She Is Not Thinking of Me. The trio is playing at a very quick tempo. André's arrangement alternates between a 3/4 waltz time and a 4/4 time. Those transitions are seamless. Shelly's playing is always inventive. I really like the way the drums were mixed. They're not so front-facing, and the cymbals aren't overly bright. Just a fantastic album. This was $10. All of the albums were $10 except for this title. This was $5. There is a bit of wear to the cover, and this isn't a desirable title, so I was able to wheel and deal a bit on this one. Again, with André on piano, joined by Russ Freeman. Double play, lighthearted album. All of the compositions revolve around a baseball theme. So you have "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," "Who's on First," "Batter Up," double play, "Strike Out the Band." It's a fun listen. Next up, Jenkins, Jordan, and Timmons. Rather obscure title from the OJC series. Not so easy to come by, and this sells for substantially more than, let's say, the Previn titles. But there's some great saxophone playing on this recording. Originally recorded in 1957. And again, we have Clifford Jordan on tenor sax, John Jenkins on alto, and of course the wonderful piano playing of Bobby Timmons. Soft Talk would be the standout track on this title. Benny Carter, jazz giant. Benny plays trumpet and saxophone on this album. And then we have André Previn on piano, our man Shelly on drums, Benny Kessel on guitar, Ben Webster on tenor. It's an excellent lineup. I have not listened to this album yet. Looking forward to it. Don't know many of the songs. I do know "Ain't She Sweet." We all know that one. And then the last title. Actually, this is an original jazz classic collections release, and I think these were aimed at the audiophile collector of the day. Limited in production or in the quantity of the records that were released. I think the vinyl is be a little thicker than the standard series, and these came, I believe, in a padded sleeve. And this is the Kenny Drew Trio and Quintet. So all 3 of his groups. All right, now for some antique mall finds. There was a vendor. I got there at the right time. There was a vendor replenishing his stall. He had recently purchased a collection, lots of common titles. Lots of albums that I already own. I was able to find 8 titles. All of the records were in phenomenal shape. And unlike so many other vendors, and I've purchased from this gentleman before, he prices the albums to sell. They're all priced at $3 each, or 4 for 10, excuse me. So we'll start out with Procol Harum, Grand Hotel. I own a later pressing of this title, although my copy does not have the booklet. And my copy is not a gatefold like this one is. Again, just super clean. And I've played this a couple times, and it's pretty much flawless. I got into Procol Harum a few years back. What do you call this? Symphonic rock. I just love Gary's piano playing and his vocals. So thought this was a steal. This is an album that you see often, but when you do, it's pretty beat up. And this is a mono copy of Collections by the Young Rascals. Super clean. There's very, very little ring wear on the jacket. Zapp and Roger, I Want to Be Your Man. Fresh Mega Mix. Gonna pass this one up for $2.50. Patti LaBelle, Tasty. Late 70s, so you know you're going to have to contend with the disco beat. She mixes in a bit of salsa to spicing things up a little bit. Not her best effort. Monkey See, Monkey Do. It's probably my favorite track on the album. A friend of mine once described Patti's voice as ugly, and I know I get what he meant. I'm not sure that I would describe it as ugly, but it's not a vocal that I need to listen to for any extended amount of time. I'll put it to you like that. All right. Guilty Pleasure. I've owned this CD for years. I wasn't aware that this was even available on vinyl. I entered this into my Discogs database and found out that this was a record club release. So I guess that makes sense. But I love this album. Affection. Lisa has just a great soulful delivery all around the world. Sincerity, Live Together. Fantastic. Love this one. This is I'd say a $15 to $20 album in this condition. This is Luther Vandross, Busybody. Beautiful in the shrink with the hype. Suffers ever so slightly from its 80s production, but Luther's voice just more than makes up for that. And Luther was a prolific songwriter. He wrote so many hits for other artists. Just a great all-around musician. This is excellent. Chicago, Greatest Hits, 82 through 89. So we have the Peter Cetera and David Foster years here. Not the favorite of many Chicago fans. This is a record club pressing. I have several albums by the band. A couple earlier greatest hits collections. So I thought this would round out the series. I don't know. You're the Inspiration. Hard Habit to Break. What else? Hard to Say I'm Sorry. I do enjoy those songs. I think that's all for the Antique Mall. Stopped off at my local record shop. Both of these albums were they were $5.99 each. They're in beautiful shape. This is Chubby Checker and Dee Dee Sharp, Down to Earth. Look at that cover. This is on the Cameo label, and the vinyl matches the jacket. It's just pristine. I love the blend of their voices. They cover a lot of classics. Love is Strange. That's a standout. Let the Good Times Roll. Pledging My Love. Really enjoyable listen. And the next album it was in the shrink wrap. When I bought it, the shrink wrap was beat to hell. I took it off, and look at this jacket. It's like new. Of course, Eddie Cochran, Summertime Blues. There's just a little fading on the back side here from the shrink, but nowhere on the front. And Eddie, what a voice. Especially, I mean, I love his rockers, but he could definitely give Elvis Presley a run for his money with his ballads. His vocal performances were top notch. I love Eddie Cochran. I picked up this Dolly Parton box at Barnes & Noble. It was on clearance for $20. Rockstar. This is filled with duets. She's singing with Sting, Debbie Harry, Steve Perry, Chris Stapleton. My buddy Steve picked this up a couple weeks prior. He sent me a little sample of Dolly covering Purple Rain. I was pleasantly surprised. So for that price, I thought I'd give it a shot. I'm going to end the video early. I've just been so preoccupied with work between what's been going on with our government, and now the stock market has been going crazy over the last 2 or 3 days. It's just been a whirlwind of activity. So I hope to post more frequently in the next few weeks. Thanks again for catching up.